Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
Masked individuals and gunshot reports triggered a lockdown at one Pasco High School football game. What the investigation revealed about what exactly happened this past Friday night.
Then the Kennewick School District hosts a community safety summit at Kamiakin High School right now. We'll take you there live as parents and residents hear from district leaders.
Also ahead, as Yakima County Fire District 5 nears completion on its new administration building and dispatch center, what projects are next to improve emergency services for residents? We'll tell you.
And what's next in the weather department? Here's a live look from our SkyCam network. Meteorologist Hayden Nix in tonight for Stacy Lee. How long will these conditions stay dry? The news at 6 starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and we are happy to have you with us on this Tuesday. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is October the 7th. Well, first at 6, what started as a frightening moment at a Pasco High School football game apparently turned out to be a false alarm.
Yeah, the stadium briefly went into lockdown after reports of gunfire right across the street. But police say it may have just been a car backfiring.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen walks us through what happened and how police and school officials handled it all.
It happened just before 8:30 Friday night. The Pasco Bulldogs were taking on Walla Walla High School when staff noticed a group wearing masks across the street from Edgar Brown Stadium. Moments later, people heard what sounded like gunshots. The gates were locked and no one was allowed to leave or enter as police rushed in. Officers searched the parking lot near the sheet metal training center, but found no shooter, no shell casings, and no damage. The Pasco School District sent this alert out to parents via Parent Square. During the game, school staff reported a group of individuals across the street from the stadium wearing masks. Police were contacted immediately. Before officers arrived, shots were fired near the group. Stadium gates were secured to keep everyone safe, and no one was allowed to enter or exit until law enforcement directed otherwise. Pasco police got there quickly to investigate the area and stayed until after the game to make sure everyone got to their cars okay. Pasco PD later determined there's no evidence of a shooting.
We put detectives on it to try to dig up any evidence that we could find. And to this point, we haven't been able to find anything to substantiate anything of the shooting, right? So no video, no physical evidence, nothing like that. So we could be looking at a backfire situation, cars driving by.
Police also monitored the homecoming dance that followed, reminding families that while this turned out to be a false alarm, if an actual shooting did happen, PPD and PSD work closely together to keep students and staff safe.
Anytime those events occur, whether it's a sporting event or just a normal school day, we are in direct contact with the school district. You know, our supervisors are getting on their phones and calling the school district to coordinate those events.
Pasco PD's quick response shows how ready they are if the threat is ever real. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Dan, the Pasco School District says they are grateful for the swift response of Pasco police and their staff whose actions helped keep their school community safe.
And they say safety remains their top priority. Speaking of safety, actually, the Kennewick School District is hosting a community safety summit right now. This after threats were made against Kamiakin High School in September, which even involved the FBI.
Yeah, so this is that live picture we're talking about. It's inside Kamiakin High School. Look how many people are there. This is giving the community an opportunity to hear from district leaders and safety partners, including Superintendent Lance Hansen, KPD's Chief Chris Guerrero, and County Prosecutor Eric Eisinger.
Participants will also have time to ask questions, which can be submitted online or in person during the event. Other district staff will also be available to answer additional questions. The event runs until 7 o'clock tonight. Again, that's inside the Kamiakin High School Library.
And our very own Caleb Stipkovitz is there. He will have more for you tomorrow on Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest from 5 until 7 a.m.
Shifting gears now to weather.
Yeah, if you were enjoying these high temperatures, meteorologist Hayden Nix has the latest on how long they're sticking around.
All right, we had a beautiful day out there across the area with temperatures in the 70s this afternoon, but we are going to begin our transition phase tomorrow with our next weather pattern coming in, which we'll talk more about in just a moment. Temperatures tonight back to near normal for this time of the year with readings in the 40s and even some 30s out there, especially in the higher elevations of the Cascades. White Pass, just for example, at 36 degrees. In the Blues, we'll likely have some upper 30s as well in between those readings that will be in the lower 40s there. And then as we continue into the day tomorrow, temperatures will start out a little bit on the chilly side, but we will see a progression to some warmer readings out there. So at 8 o'clock, as the sun's continued to come up, we'll be in the 40s for most locations, Walla Walla around 50 degrees. And then as we go to around lunchtime, we'll be in the 60s and then heading into the 70s once more by 4 p.m. As we continue on into the rest of the week, though, keep in mind we are going to be transitioning to a wetter weather pattern and also cooler weather pattern. We're going to be talking all about this a little bit later.
All right, well, stay tuned for that. Continuing coverage now, we have just learned US 97 over Blewett Pass is now back open after being closed for more than 2 weeks because of the Labor Mountain fire. The highway is open between mileposts 149 and 178, but drivers should still expect delays out there. Pilot cars and reduced speed zones are in place between Upper Tronson Creek Road and Ingalls Creek Road. Officials are urging drivers not to pass pilot cars or turn off the road since fire crews are still working the area. Some Forest Service campgrounds and trailheads near Wenatchee and Cle Elum remain closed. Yakima County Fire District 5 says it's nearing the final stages of construction on its new administration building and dispatch center. This here is a fresh look at the work going on out there. District leaders are thanking the community for their support as the project nears completion. The new Station 10 in Zilla is expected to follow soon after. Next up, renovations at Station 3 in Hara and Station 5 in Parker, scheduled to begin within the next 2 weeks.
New at 6 now, the Switch Your Trips Challenge is officially underway across the Yakima Valley. The campaign, led by the Yakima Valley Conference of Governments, encourages people to find greener ways to get around. That could mean carpooling, taking the bus, biking, or even skateboarding to work or school. Anyone who logs at least 10 non-drive alone trips in October is entered to win. Cash prizes up to $1,500 plus gift cards. You can learn more or sign up at switchyourtrips.com. New tonight, here's some food for thought, quite literally. The Richland School District Community-Based Transition Center has launched an inspiring new program called Food for Thought.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia shares how this wonderful initiative is already making a heartfelt difference in their community, one meal at a time.
It's really important to show other people because that way that they have a reason to send their kids to this program if we show them what we do and what we're here to do or what we stand for.
Josie Faster is a student participating in the Food for Thought initiative. Though she was initially nervous about helping prepare meals for community members in need, her excitement to support others shines through and outweighs any nerves.
Just enjoy that we get to spread our love and our support through the school system.
The spark behind this program comes from Scott Peepo, a special education transition teacher at the Community-Based Transition Center. During a meeting at Chief Jail Middle School, Scott realized how many students face food insecurities on weekends and long breaks.
Go home on the weekends or like for a long break and that they don't have a sustainable amount of food. It really kind of had a powerful impact on me and frustrated me quite a bit. So I figured if we could be creative and come up with some way to impact this positively, we'd love to do that.
With the partnership from Grocery Outlet on Queensgate, Scott and the students turned Food for Thought from an idea into a reality.
Pick up food on Monday mornings. I do on my way to work, and it is based on what the students decide they want to make that previous week. So for example, this week we have Hawaiian pork chops and picked up the supplies, bring them here. We go over the recipes. The students spend the week preparing and freezing and packaging the food, and then we get, on Fridays at the end of the school day, we meet up at the school and deliver these 10 meals to 10 identified families.
Food for Thought is creating a meaningful impact throughout the Richland community, building life skills and spreading kindness.
The way that can help me is that we, as a program and as an individual, can get more life experience to help us navigate our own lives.
It affects a multitude of people because it gives our students great skills that work towards their independent living goals, and it also has an impact on Chief Joe and the families that receive the meals. And each week we check for feedback and see what it looks like and how's it going and how is the food and all that stuff.
Scott shares that by providing 10 families with meals each week, they hope to support 50 to 60 people total. They envision expanding this program to reach even more families and keep it sustainable, aimed at rising food prices. Reporting in Richland, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
If you or a business you know would like to donate or be a part of this program, you can find more information on applevalleynewsnow.com.
Our news live at 6 is just getting started. Coming up next, 2 years after the October 7th attack in Israel, what local representative Dan Newhouse is saying to the Trump administration about the hostages still in captivity.
And Hayden is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast as we leave you with this live look from Richland.
Escape the noise. Step inside Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel, where serenity meets luxury. Indulge in rejuvenating treatments, expert care, and the peaceful reset you've been craving. From soothing body rituals and revitalizing facials to wellness pods and more, Sage Spa is your moment to truly unwind. Treat yourself to the experience you deserve. Book your escape today at Sage Spa, exclusively at Legends Casino Hotel.
Board-certified family medicine provider Dr. Jonathan Fox is now welcoming patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic. Dr. Fox provides care you can count on, including wellness exams for adults and children, women's health, mental health services, and chronic disease management. To schedule your appointment with Dr. Fox, call 509-786-1576 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Dear First Place, experts agree Toyota value can't be beat. Drivers agree Toyota quality rides long and strong. Add hybrid choices like no other, and you'll win the long game by a country mile. Toyota.
Right now, you can lease a new adventure-ready 2025 RAV4 for just $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Hello
there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. 2 years after Hamas's deadly attack on Israel, Representative Dan Newhouse, who serves Yakima and Tri-Cities in District 4, is remembering the lives lost and the ongoing struggle for those still in captivity.
Newhouse says he's urging the administration to secure their release and ensure Hamas can never carry out such attacks again. He also points to President Trump's ongoing efforts to negotiate a ceasefire and a peace agreement. Newhouse went on to say that today Hamas still has 48 hostages in Gaza, with 20 of them presumed to be alive.
On October 7th, 2023, more than 1,200 Israelis, including 46 Americans, were killed and more than 250 people taken hostage. It's been described as the most brutal terrorist attack in Israel's history.
And new at 6 now, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem arrived in Portland on Tuesday for a tour of the city's ICE facility.
Secretary Noem's plane touched down at the Portland International Airport at about 11:20, and she then held a meeting with Oregon Governor Tina Kotek. The governor once again stated there isn't an insurrection in the state and pointed to the recent decisions from a federal judge that there isn't a legal basis for deploying the military in Portland.
Secretary, what do you hope to accomplish by visiting Portland today?
We hope to have peace and secure some partnerships that will keep our officers safe and allow us to enforce federal law.
Do you have any interest in speaking to Portlanders for an objective view of the situation here?
We believe the president has the right to keep every single citizen safe.
No arrests were made and no violent incidents were reported. The streets surrounding the area were blocked off until the afternoon today as she departed for her next trip.
In Oregon, Hermiston may not look like a place known for trees, but city leaders say caring for them is more important than ever. Thanks to a $1 million USDA urban forestry grant, the city is working to preserve and grow its tree canopy in local parks. The grant has helped the city inventory every tree in its park system and create a long-term plan for maintenance and replanting. Officials say in a dry desert climate, even a little shade goes a long way. The project also identifies trees that may be stressed or in need of removal.
Trees, they really provide a real asset to park facilities. People, sit under them, enjoy the shade, all those types of things. And so in the harsh environment that we have for trees, this was an important project to go out, inventory, some of these trees.
The city's website now features an interactive map showing the condition of every tree and where new ones could be planted.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, tomorrow will be the midpoint of the work week, and of course this is going to be the time frame which we talked about where we're transitioning to a different weather pattern across the Pacific Northwest, and this one's going to increase our rain potential. In fact, we're going to break it down into 2 rounds. I'll step out and show you the time frames here. It's going to be starting tomorrow night, lasting through Friday morning. This is going to be the first round where the main focus is going to be across the Cascades. But look what happens though, heads up here going into the weekend. Round number 2, which would last through the end of the weekend into early Monday morning, we'll see more rain, yes, for the Cascades, windy conditions, but we'll also see an opportunity for rain chances to pick up elsewhere across the region. So you can see the kind of step up motion there, 10% tomorrow, going into 60% by Saturday, and then we'll start to transition back to a drier note going into the early part of next week, but still keeping rain chances in check. All at the same time that this is happening, temperatures are going to be trending downward as well. We've been right near normal for this time of the year, but we'll start to switch gears to much cooler than average as we continue on. So there's the big weather pattern. You can see that dip in the jet stream right there as we continue to see a low becoming cut off from the Gulf of Alaska and parking itself over the Pacific Northwest. It's actually going to hang out offshore for at least another 24 to 48 hours until it really begins to move towards an onshore. Now with this setup here, we're going to see more of that moisture content in the Cascades. So as it does the orographic lifting of the moisture, we'll start to see our best rain chances right on the far western edge of our viewing area. And that'll be for Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday. But look what happens as we head into Friday. Notice here we begin to see that low moving onshore, and then by Saturday, we've got moisture spread across the area, and this will allow us to see a little bit more activity beyond just the higher elevations, seeing some rainfall down in the valleys. So that'll be good news to see there, and this will continue on as we head into Sunday, and then try to wrap it up Monday into Tuesday before we see things drying out. So rainfall forecast for your Wednesday through Friday time frame, you're going to see again the better chances across the Cascades. Step out and show you it's less than 1/10 of an inch elsewhere. As I mentioned, this is just kind of starting to see a better realization of what's to come. Through Friday, that's what we're looking at for estimated rainfall amounts. We'll get a better eye of what's coming up this weekend. For tonight, temperatures in the 40s and 30s, very typical. Tomorrow, just a couple of degrees warmer than where we should be in the valleys. They're 74 in Tri-Cities, and we'll go with 60s elsewhere. Your extended forecast for Tri-Cities, notice rain chances, best of which on Saturday. Temperatures drop out of the 70s. We'll go to 64 Saturday, 61 Sunday, 50s possible early next week, and that'll be the same story for Yakima. We'll also have those breezy conditions. Don't forget that. Best rain chance for you will be on Saturday. We'll keep it at 30% prior and the day after Saturday. Ellensburg, 40% Friday, 50% Saturday. Temperatures start to cruise into the 50s as early as Saturday, and we could be flirting with upper 40s by Tuesday for high temperatures there. Hermiston will keep the rain chances a little bit lower for you, but still seeing the possibility there. And lastly, for Walla Walla, 71 Friday, 62 Saturday, 59 on Monday. Rain chances, best of which Saturday and Sunday.
Thank you, Hayden. Coming up, while serving in Afghanistan, he nearly died 3 times. How a retired Army combat veteran is now making the most of his time while he has it.
Roll into some serious cash this October at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. $50,000 is up for grabs for every winner. Roll the dice to reveal your poker hand. Hit a royal flush and win $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. No royal flush? No problem. Every hand wins cash or free play. Then join us Saturday, November 1st for not 1 but 2 grand prize drawings with 6 winners. Come roll for the royal at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
For decades, CG Public House has been known for fresh, chef-inspired meals and seasonal specialty menus. When the weather's right, enjoy patio dining with dog-friendly amenities that make everyone feel welcome. Pair your favorite dishes with handcrafted cocktails and premium local wines for the perfect dining experience. Don't miss the Pendleton Beef Prime Rib, served every Friday and Saturday. And be sure to finish with a slice of our famous homemade pie. Join us to make CG Public House your favorite dine-out.
It matters every day and every night. It matters that we're not just in your community, but that we're part of it.
We'd be happy to help you.
Making sure everyone feels welcomed and rewarded.
$1 on the way out.
It matters that we're here for what the doctor prescribed.
Thanks so much, Eric.
And also, just what the doctor ordered.
Need some help?
Right by your side.
Hi, Alex.
Right when you need us.
I'm gonna go grab that for you, okay?
Welcome to CVS. Join us.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next-level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Time to check this out. Retired Army combat veteran Bioneer Puerta didn't have a treasure map, but he did have a vision. Take a look. A few years ago, he dressed as Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean for Halloween when a trick-or-treater asked him where his ship was. So he decided to make one. He built it by hand as a Halloween display in his front yard. Creating memories are better than buried treasure, he says, helping families set sail into an experience to last a lifetime and beyond. Pretty impressive.
Very. Hey, authorities in Northern California responded to a helicopter crash late last night. Take a look at this. It happened on Highway 50 in Sacramento. That's, of course, the state's capital. The city's fire department said at least 3 people were critically injured. Photos of the scene showed what appears to be a red medical helicopter. Officials say there was a pilot, nurse, and paramedic on board. Authorities say the crash left one person trapped underneath the helicopter. Bystanders rushed in to help lift the aircraft off the trapped victim. Wow.
My goodness. Well, still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, an early morning break-in at Brick House Pizza. What officers say they saw when they arrived.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Apple Valley News Now is Grandview.
Apple Valley News Now is Ellensburg.
Apple Valley News Now is Stanfield.
Apple Valley News Now is Pasco. Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be, leading the way with local news you trust. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
We are on your side. Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30.
The state of Washington launching a new way for residents to stay alert on prescribed burns. How the resource aims to keep you safe and informed.
Plus, an organization in Kennewick has been a resource for survivors of sex trafficking for more than a decade, while local advocates say it's a growing issue and worse than many realize.
All those stories plus your first alert forecast as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We've made it to Tuesday, and Austin Reed alongside Wendy Redmond. Stacy's off tonight, but
you're back.
I'm back. Yes,
so that's good.
Got the good old C word, COVID.
Oh,
yeah, it
there
returned.
You go.
So.
Yep.
But I'm better now.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that you're back.
Otherwise, I would not be sitting right next to you.
Well, we're glad that you're back and healthy and with us. And Stacy will be back soon, but tonight we do have Hayden Nix in for her.
Yeah, let's check on the weather front, Hayden.
All right, we had a beautiful day out there across the area with temperatures in the 70s this afternoon, but we are going to begin our transition phase tomorrow with our next weather pattern coming in, which we'll talk more about in just a moment. Temperatures tonight back to near normal for this time of the year with readings in the 40s and even some 30s out there, especially in the higher elevations of the Cascades. White Pass, just for example, at 36 degrees. In the Blues, we'll likely have some upper 30s as well in between those readings that will be in the lower 40s there. And then as we continue into the day tomorrow, temperatures will start out a little bit on the chilly side, but we will see a progression to some warmer readings out there. So at 8 o'clock, as the sun's continuing to come up, we'll be in the 40s for most locations, Walla Walla around 50 degrees. And then as we go to around lunchtime, we'll be in the 60s and then heading into the 70s once more by 4 p.m. As we continue on into the rest of the week, though, keep in mind we are going to be transitioning to a wetter weather pattern and also cooler weather pattern. We're going to be talking all about this a little bit later.
Hayden, thank you. We have a crime alert out of West Richland tonight. Police are investigating a break-in at Brick House Pizza. It happened early this morning. Officers say someone smashed through the front door with a rock and went inside. A delivery driver arrived shortly after and scared the intruder away. Luckily, nothing was taken. The restaurant did thank the driver, police, and employees who helped clean up and board the door. Despite the damage, the restaurant was open for regular hours today.
The Washington State Department of Natural Resources is rolling out a new way to keep you in the loop about prescribed burns happening in your community. It's called the Prescribed Fire Notification Service. It's a free tool that sends text or email alerts when a planned burn is scheduled near locations you choose.
The DNR says the system helps people understand when smoke in the air is from a controlled fire, not a wildfire. Prescribed burns help reduce the risk of catastrophic wildfires and improve forest health.
The DNR says this service also promotes transparency about when and where burns take place.
Anybody that wants to sign up, they go into our burn portal, create a quick account with just an email address or a phone number, and they basically just choose a location that they're interested in and how big of an area around them they want to be notified for burn activity.
Cork says users will be notified about proposed burns 7 days in advance. You can monitor multiple locations, and the service includes burns from other agencies, not just the DNR.
Now to a story making a difference. You know, human and sex trafficking have become real problems in the Tri-Cities, the Yakima Valley, all across our region. And advocates say they're only getting worse.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with officials at Mirror Ministries to learn how the organization is helping survivors and raising awareness.
Mirror Ministries has been serving the Tri-Cities for nearly 11 years, providing education, prevention, and restoration services to local victims of sex trafficking. The nonprofit has helped more than 700 people, but Executive Director Teresa McFarland says this year alone, they've seen a big increase in the number of new clients.
We did not foresee how big of an issue it is right here in our own community. This year we have seen, we're on target for over a 50% increase in the number of assessments, new people that we're seeing that we're being able to help step into freedom.
McFarland says the ministry offers therapeutic programs, art therapy, and counseling. but many people still don't fully understand what sex trafficking really is.
The use of force, fraud, or coercion to exploit a person for commercial sexual activity. So force, fraud, and coercion are the elements that need to be proven. Commercial sexual activity means something has been exchanged in value for that sexual activity.
According to officials, sex trafficking is a crime that can often go under the radar despite it being ever so present here in the Tri-Cities. Now, officials at Mirror Ministry tell me that victims of sex trafficking can often become victimized from familiar faces.
When people are being trafficked by a family member, it is not usually an economic reason. There are ways to get assistance for poverty and need for food or rent. Those things there are assistance for. How bad off would you have to be before you would sell your little girl or your little boy for sexual purposes in order to exchange that? There are other options for that.
Mirror Ministries is working hard to be more visible in the community, providing trainings and education for schools, businesses, and first responders.
We're out there more and more. We're giving trainings and education at schools. We're going to Rotary clubs and businesses, frontline first responders, so that more people know what to be looking for and more people know where the resources are to be able to get that help.
Mirror Ministries continues to help survivors heal and empower the community to recognize and prevent sex trafficking before it happens. In Kennewick, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, William. If you or someone you know may be a victim of sex trafficking, you can contact Mirror Ministries through their website or through their Hope Hotline.
Costco can help customers drop some pounds even if they try food samples as they shop. The retailer is selling weight loss drugs Ozempic and Wegovy at lower prices. Novo Nordisk says its medications can be purchased at Costco pharmacies for $4.99. That's less than half the total price when the products are bought elsewhere. And some Costco members can even get additional discounts.
American Airlines is getting rid of metal bag sizers at its gates. The airline says the change further simplifies the boarding process. Gate agents will now be asked to use their judgment about whether a bag is too big and needs to be checked. Sizers will still be available in check-in lobbies so customers can see if their bag is the right size to be carried on before going through security and then boarding areas. The ongoing government shutdown is beginning to directly impact air travel.
A dozen Federal Aviation Administration facilities across the U.S. saw staffing shortages last night as air traffic controllers call out sick.
Ivan Rodriguez brings us more.
With the government shutdown sliding into its 7th day, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says air traffic controllers are wondering if there's an end in sight.
They're thinking about, am I going to get a paycheck?
Controllers are considered essential workers, so they must work during the shutdown, but are not being paid.
We want to make sure we have air travel safe and controllers focused not on their mortgages, not on the next paycheck, not on food on the table, but actually on making sure you and your family are safe. 12
FAA facilities saw staffing shortages Monday night. The control towers in Burbank, Phoenix, and Denver had so-called staffing triggers reported in the public FAA operations plan. Other facilities that handle air traffic around airports in Newark, New Jersey, Jacksonville, Florida, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Indianapolis also were short-staffed, which in some cases caused hours-long delays.
If we have additional sick calls, we will reduce the flow consistent with a rate that's safe for the American people.
Former air traffic controller Harvey Skolnick says anytime a facility isn't staffed properly, it has a ripple effect.
It has an effect on breaks. It has an effect on controllers getting time off. It has an effect on training. And the job is tough enough as it is. And when you have to work 6 days a week, and now you're not getting paid on time, so everything has a cumulative effect in the FAA.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
President Trump appeared to give contradictory statements about whether negotiations were underway. Still ahead, most of us have heard of crop circles, those mysterious works of art that appear in farm fields. We'll meet a man who's making art near Pullman.
And let's go outside. Here's a live picture from our Skycam network. This is overlooking really Kennewick and Richland on this Tuesday night. Meteorologist Hayden Nix is talking about big changes for your weekend when it comes to the weather, so you don't want to miss that. We'll be back as we're on your side.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Are you an energy worker receiving home health care? Don't settle. It's time to choose better care. At CNS Cares, our local nurses provide reliable care you can count on. Your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
My first provider made a lot of promises. CNS Cares has delivered.
Find out why more families are switching to CNS Cares. Visit cnscares.com.
At Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, we're on your side.
Check with us when you get up as you fix breakfast
and before you head out the door.
Good Morning Northwest and Good Morning America. #1 in the morning and only on Apple Valley News Now. On your side.
Always on your side.
Next, E.T. Taylor Swift's Tonight Show showstopper. Plus,
it's a big deal.
From Spider-Woman to Frankenstein, we're in J-Lo and Jacob's star-crossed carpets. Plus, Catfish host Neve Schumer.
Next, E.T. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Tonight, a new landmark is taking shape on a Palouse hillside.
Yes, just outside Pullman, a farmer and an artist. They have joined forces to turn a field of wheat stubble into a sprawling temporary masterpiece.
Right now we're in the middle of harvest. It's the best farm ground in the whole United States. We've got nice rolling hills. We get 20 to 24 inches of rain usually is enough to raise decent crops, and it's just a great place to be. We're about 1.5 miles west of Pullman. Folse Brothers Farms, which is a conglomerate of quite a few different ones. I live right here. We farm about 1,200 acres. And then all together we farm 4 or 5 times that. Oh, of course I'm a kook. I went to school there and graduated in 1970 in agronomy. The artist, he is the one who came by and thought that I had a good spot for it, you know, because it's right where the intersection goes into Pullman and you turn and you look right at our fields. He just thought it was a good spot and he liked it, and I said, hey, yeah, let's do it.
You know, there's a lot of terms for it. I like agroglyphs, you know, carving on the ground. The ancient people have done it forever. I've been an artist since I was, I was an artist in school, in the family, and an artist in high school, and then went off to Wichita State on an art scholarship, and then started to do the earthworks when I was about 22. So I'll be 73 in, I guess, a few days. So with this wheat stubble, we basically knock it down and we have a wheat stubble background. That's the color that remains in the image, because for an image to adapt well visually to the landscape, you need some of the landscape in the image. So it doesn't look like we just went up there with a spray gun and painted an image. We want it to look natural. We want it to look like it's supposed to be there and not just a fake. If you think about it, the compost we're using is detritus material from this whole area brought in, condensed down to this beautiful dark compost, and we spread that back on the ground, which is good for the ground, but it also brings all of that history back onto the piece.
Wow, very cool. Fly the Northwest there. Win the day indeed. The artist hopes the work encourages us all to see the beauty and history embedded in the landscape around us.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, tomorrow will be the midpoint of the work week, and of course this is going to be the time frame which we talked about, where we're transitioning to a different weather pattern across the Pacific Northwest, and this one's going to increase our rain potential. In fact, we're going to break it down into 2 rounds. I'll step out and show you the time frames here. It's going to be starting tomorrow night, lasting through Friday morning. This is going to be the first round, where the main focus is going to be across the Cascades. But look what happens though, heads up here going into the weekend. Round number 2, which would last through the end of the weekend into early Monday morning, we'll see more rain, yes, for the Cascades, windy conditions, but we'll also see an opportunity for rain chances to pick up elsewhere across the region. So you can see the kind of step up motion there, 10% tomorrow, going into 60% by Saturday, and then we'll start to transition back to a drier note going into the early part of next week, but still keeping rain chances in check. All at the same time that this is happening, temperatures are going to be trending downward as well. We've been right near normal for this time of the year, but we'll start to switch gears to much cooler than average as we continue on. So there's the big weather pattern. You can see that dip in the jet stream right there, as we continue to see a low becoming cut off from the Gulf of Alaska and parking itself over the Pacific Northwest. It's actually going to hang out offshore for at least another 24 to 48 hours until it really begins to move towards an onshore. Now with this setup here, we're going to see more of that moisture content in the Cascades. So as it does the orographic lifting of the moisture, we'll start to see our best rain chances right on the far western edge of our viewing area. And that'll be for Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday. But look what happens as we head into Friday. Notice here we begin to see that low moving onshore, and then by Saturday we've got moisture spread across the area, and this will allow us to see a little bit more activity beyond just the higher elevations, seeing some rainfall down in the valleys. So that'll be good news to see there, and this will continue on as we head into Sunday, and then try to wrap it up Monday into Tuesday before we see things drying out. So rainfall forecast for your Wednesday through Friday time frame, you're going to see again the better chances across the Cascades. Step out and show you it's less than 1/10 of an inch elsewhere. As I mentioned, this is just kind of starting to see a better realization of what's to come. Through Friday, that's what we're looking at for estimated rainfall amounts. We'll get a better eye of what's coming up this weekend. For tonight, temperatures in the 40s and 30s, very typical. Tomorrow, just a couple of degrees warmer than where we should be in the valleys. There's 74 in Tri-Cities. and we'll go with 60s elsewhere. Your extended forecast for Tri-Cities, notice rain chances, best of which on Saturday. Temperatures drop out of the 70s. We'll go to 64 Saturday, 61 Sunday, 50s possible early next week, and that'll be the same story for Yakima. We'll also have those breezy conditions. Don't forget that. Best rain chance for you will be on Saturday. We'll keep it at 30% prior and the day after Saturday. Ellensburg, 40% Friday, 50% Saturday. Temperatures start to cruise into the 50s as early as Saturday, and we could be flirting with upper 40s by Tuesday for high temperatures there. Hermiston will keep the rain chances a little bit lower for you, but still seeing the possibility there. And lastly, for Walla Walla, 71 Friday, 62 Saturday, 59 on Monday. Rain chances, best of which Saturday and Sunday.
Still ahead, 3 scientists receive the 2025 Nobel Prize in Medicine. They'll tell you the Washington connection when we come back.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary buffet options, including our salad bar and a variety of desserts that will have you coming back for seconds. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces, big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. After that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Hapo and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters. Because legacy doesn't end. It lives on in every loan, every dream, every member helped.
Hi, welcome to Hapo.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Time for what's trending. 3 scientists were just awarded the 2025 Nobel Prize in Medicine.
Okay, the committee gave the award to Mary E. Brunko, Fred Ramsdell, and Shimon Sakaguchi.
Bunkow is a manager at the Institute for Systems Biology in Seattle, actually.
Yeah, the scientists discovered how regulatory cells work with our immune system to protect us from microbes, trying to invade our bodies. Well, this week's Taco Tuesday is extra special. That's because today is National Taco Day.
The longtime favorite meal is served with a variety of items, as you know, including beef, chicken, and fish, often topped off with tomatoes, cheese, and lettuce. You can also put salsa, guacamole, sour cream. I do all of that. What do you put on?
I don't like sour cream. Let's see, I know, yeah, I'm a weirdo. Yeah, don't like it.
Whoa.
So, but everything else I love.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right, well.
If you haven't had dinner yet, tacos
There you
it
go,
is.
now you have your plans.
Yeah. All right, final weather when we come on back.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
For over 4 decades, the art of fine catering has been perfected by CG Catering in Kennewick. Well known for their luxurious bites, lavish delights, and precision in every portion, CG Catering will grace any event from groups of 10 to 3,000. Meticulous menus with seamless service for all occasions is their tradition. From remote locations to their local event center, repeat clients provide ongoing rave reviews as a testament to the unforgettable memories they have inspired. Call CG Catering for your next celebration.
Roll into some serious cash this October at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. $50,000 is up for grabs for every winner. Roll the dice to reveal your poker hand, hit a royal flush, and win $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. No royal flush? No problem. Every hand wins cash or free play. Then join us Saturday, November 1st for not 1 but 2 grand prize drawings with 6 winners. Come roll for the Royal at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Designed to impress, engineered to perform. Shop GE Appliances at Fred's Appliance. Save big on all GE appliances, from dishwashers to ranges, fridges to ovens, and even laundry. You won't find sales like this unless you shop locally. Like this new induction range model, only $11.99. Stop in to explore GE at Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Let's get one last look at those 7-day forecasts around the area, starting with Tri-Cities. We will have to 70s in the forecast for a few more days, but notice temperatures are trending downward with that cutoff low starting to move on shore. We'll get a little bit chillier as we head towards Monday. Rain chances Thursday through Monday, best of which will be on Saturday. The same case for Yakima. Breezy conditions throughout with all of this, mind you. We'll keep 50s in the forecast Sunday through Tuesday for Walla Walla. Monday and Tuesday 50s for Hermiston.
Thanks so much, Hayden. Time for your reason to smile from Chuck. Geese near the Richland Yacht Club. I wonder if they're flying south yet. Do you think they're scared of those temperatures coming this way?
Yeah.
I don't know. But looks like they're enjoying it out there on that day out in Richland. Thank you so much, Chuck, for sending that in. And thank you to Lifetime Dental Care for sponsoring Reason to Smile.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at 6. Thanks for watching. Hoping your news is good news.
We'll see you back here at 11.